Okay, first things first, let's check our mail. Ling Gooden. Ling Gooden. I guess this would be our mama? Update. The surgery to repair the broken kneecap was successful. The doctor said the x-ray showed 2 pieces, but he found out that the lower piece was actually many pieces. He placed sutures and 2 screws to put the kneecap together. He thinks it will heal well. Your father is in the process of getting over the pain and swelling. He is not supposed to bend his right knee for 2 weeks. Is that it? Can I reply? No? There's no next? Okay. I tried scrolling, that didn't do nothing. Thanks, Mom. Ooh. Let's talk about books, baby. But first, hey, freshman. The Reader. Thanks, I can't wait to make tons of new friends. Is there a book club on campus or something? Blue Moon. I think there's a comic book club on campus, but you might want to check Steel City Library for a reading club. Greenleaf. There's a book writing club, but none for book reading. Come see the student council if you'd like to start your own club. Okay. And then books. The Reader. This is a discussion thread for any books we read. Warning, spoilers ahead. First off, what did you guys think of the latest Planetos book? Alien life form. Lined up for it at midnight and skipped my first class to finish reading it. Totally worth it. This was the best book in the whole series. I cried so hard when Orion died. No! Please be a different Orion. That breaks my heart. I got 1 post up now, but no other traffic. Okay. Status. Ooh, almost got a full heart with Adam. A little bit of a star, a little bit of a heart with Bonito. A little bit of a heart with John. And Matthew, nothing. We have nothing in our inventory. Wardrobe's the same. I can go shopping. I need to sleep, but I should really call my boo.
Who is this?
You know who it is. Wanna go somewhere?
Shoots. Sounds good to me. Where to?
Aw, we can't go to the pho place? Let's go to Cafe Diem.
I'll be at your room in a sec.
Okay. I will wear my cool outfit and see if he says anything about it.
Yo, what you gonna order?
A green tea latte.
Haha, as usual.
Oh, he noticed! He noticed our outfit! Yeah!
By the way, that's a good look for you.
Alright, I was on to the whole he likes cool stuff.
Keeping it casual is the way to go.
Agreed.
Want to split something to eat?
What should I order? Well, he liked this last time. A turkey and pesto sandwich, please?
Oh, you mean the one made out of delicious and goodness?
Do you want to split it?
And that's music to my ears.
Oh, we actually have more dialogue. So how's school treating you?
Classes are kinda weird.
Which classes are you taking?
Computers, books, numbers.
That's seriously what you call them?
That's what they're about. Oh, and I'm taking a class called Physics of Music. It's actually super cool.
I'm glad to see you excited about school for once.
Yeah, well, I'm actually going to use this stuff.
True. Wow, what a wonderful date we had. So good. So proud. Okay, so we're gonna meet Bonito for our payment. One of these days I'll go tutoring. I just realized, someone mentioned Alvin has a root, and I remembered, oh shoot, we saw Alvin before even Bonito, so if I go by my rules, I'm actually gonna do Alvin's route second, which that'll be weird because he's a side character. And this game's kinda hard, so I don't know how well that'll go. I don't have any other statuses for anybody else except for the 4 main guys. Well, we shall see. I better sleep as much as I want to do. Oh, and I have a photo shoot with Dale. Yeah, definitely want to sleep. Monday afternoon. Well, I'm getting paid twice this week, so I don't think I'll work. I'll maybe, how's our grade? Maybe we'll study, then exercise. Should I sleep before the end of this week? Maybe I should sleep again so that I can do tutoring next week or something. Okay. We'll see. Oh, yep. Definitely need that sleep. As I exit the school building, I hear a familiar voice. Hey.
Hey there, stranger. What brings you to this neck of the woods?
I could ask the same of you. Come here often?
More often than I'd like. School's really not my thing.
Aw, at least you're setting a good example. Do it for the children.
Yeah, sure.
Got any plans for the afternoon?
No, but John does. I've got singing lessons, speech training, and even dance classes.
Oh my.
My afternoons are swamped. I guess my dreams of a boring college life are over.
But it's all for a good cause.
Yeah, I didn't sign up to be a dancer.
I was gonna say, isn't it all part of the package? It's all part of the package, right?
Yeah. I'm just being lazy. Anyway, if I'm ever free, I'll let you know we can do something cool.
Sounds like a plan. Does this mean I'm not gonna see you all that often, man? Aw, man, no. Well, time to go to work. Good morning. I greet Dale cheerfully as I enter the studio. For now. Yeah, who exactly do you not like? Dale's expression looks like a mix of dread and annoyance. What's wrong? He shakes his head. Everything. Now put on a good smile. Oh, hello. The door to the studio opens to reveal an elegant woman with a stern look on her face. Her gaze moves quickly and precisely across the studio as she examines everything. I get the feel... I'm gonna make a guess. This is either Nicole or Matthew's mother. Things appear to be satisfactory until she lays her eyes on me. Dale, who is this? Madeline, this is Sean Gooden. She'll be the makeup artist for today. Madeline strides across the room with quick, precise steps. Her shoes tap against the hard floor in perfectly timed beats. Yep, she was probably a retired model. I've seen that stride on the catwalk more than once. There's no doubt she's had extensive experience as a model. How old are you? Where did you train? What are your credits? I'm 18. I trained under my mom... Dale! Dale tightens his fist, but he responds in a curt, professional voice. Her works speak for itself. I don't want some child who learned how to put on makeup from her mommy. This isn't prom night. I step towards Madeline and look her in the eye. Oh, go Sean. I also worked as assistant makeup artist on the Ancient World movie along with its sequel, Forbidden Island. Madeline arches an eyebrow. 2 films? And I recently did work on a pilot presentation for Lloyd Newton. The atmosphere suddenly warms and Madeline's expression turns sweet. That new show that they're talking about casting soon. Oh, sweetie, why didn't you say so? It's a delight to meet you. Madeline turns back to the door. Darn it. Yep, Matthew's mom. Matthew? Matthew? Don't tell me. The beautiful man. A tall, slender figure appears at the door.
Yes, Mother.
Mother? I clasp my hands over my mouth to keep from screaming. That shy kid is related to this woman? Madeline waves him over. This is your new makeup artist, Sean Gooden. She works with Lloyd Newton. Isn't that exciting? Come greet her. Matthew glides across the floor towards me. His steps are as perfect and precise as his mother's. Hi? I offer him a handshake. He takes my hand and lifts it to his lips. With a gentle bow of his head, he kisses the back of my hand. Enchanté.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Gooden. I look forward to working with you.
He releases my hand slowly. All right, now that introductions are out of the way, let's get to work. Dale turns to Madeline. Let's look over the plans for today's shoot, shall we? I'm sure Sean can handle her side of the job. Madeline hesitates for a brief moment before following Dale to the shooting area. Is she still unsure about me? I turn to Matthew. This way, I guess.
I am in your capable hands.
Matthew sits at the makeup station with a single fluid motion. He looks at me expectantly. I begin my work in silence. He sits calmly, following each of my requests to turn his head or close his eyes. Everything he does has a cool, polished air to it. Is this really the same guy who was tripping all over himself at the mall the other day? Should I strike up a conversation? I would like to, but I'm not really on his route right now, so I'll just keep it professional and not have Madeline kill me. Well, it's none of my business how he chooses to behave. I finish my work quickly. All done. Matthew looks at his reflection in the mirror and nods in approval.
Thank you for your excellent work.
Matthew stands and silently returns to the shooting area. I follow, trying hard not to look too confused. He's making sure his mom doesn't know that he knows us, because then that's just too many questions. Madeline is currently scrutinizing my work. After several agonizing seconds, she nods her approval. Dale looks visibly relieved. I get the feeling she's a hard woman to please. Go Sean. Matthew takes his place in front of the camera and poses with a practiced ease. Dale snaps a few photos and Matthew picks a new pose. Unlike Adam, Matthew needs no coaching from Dale. Every move he makes is elegant and comfortable. The photo shoot proceeds quickly with a sense of learned efficiency. Madeline occasionally calls out commands, but Matthew carries most of the power himself. In front of the camera, he looks so calm and in control. Wow, he really is a professional. Dale lowers his camera. Take 5. Matthew nods and leaves the set. Madeline takes the opportunity to approach me.
I love your work, honey. You're very talented for someone your age.
Thanks?
No wonder Lloyd chose you to work on his show. That's very exciting, isn't it?
I decide not to mention that I only worked with Lloyd because he was desperate. If she's choosing to extend an olive branch, I'll take it. It was interesting.
I heard they don't have a full cast for the show yet. Did Lloyd mention who was handling the casting?
He hasn't said anything about it. Madeline purses her lips thoughtfully.
Well, next time you see him, you might mention that Matthew is undergoing acting training.
Ha! And there's the sales pitch. I shrug. Sure. Next time I see him. When am I ever going to see him again? Madeline's expression resembles that of a satisfied cat that has finally put a mouse out of its misery.
Oh, you are so sweet.
Matthew returns and Madeline immediately turns her attention back to him. Now that she's secured a promise from me, she ignores me for the rest of the photo shoot. Phew. Honestly, the lack of attention comes as a relief. Yeah. The photo shoot draws to a close and Madeline and Dale inspect the photos together. I return to the makeup station to gather my things and find Matthew there picking up bits of loose trash and throwing them away. Oh, hey, want some help with that? Oh, there's the Matthew I know. He turns to me and his face lights up red.
No, I can handle this.
So it is the same guy I met at the mall. He begins to fiddle with his vest, absent-mindedly buttoning and unbuttoning it.
You must think I'm a terrible person.
Huh? He casts his eyes toward the ceiling.
Well, when I'm in work mode, I get really focused, you know.
I do.
Oh, right. Sorry. I didn't do anything offensive, did I?
Weird, yeah, but not really offensive. Although I don't know why you treated me like a stranger. Yeah, I'm like, obviously his mother? Have you met his mom, like 2 seconds ago, Sean?
Oh, Mom doesn't like it when I meet new people, especially girls. She thinks they'll only try to use me, so I kind of didn't tell her about you.
Ah, well, I have a guess where his fear of women comes from. What about your girlfriend?
Nicole's an exception.
Is she the daughter of a famous director or something?
What? No.
Matthew frowns for a moment before realization hits.
She wanted you to introduce me to a director, didn't she?
Yeah. I don't know how to break it to you, but Lloyd's new show hasn't been greenlit yet. There's a good chance it won't even happen.
That's okay. I like modeling, but I've never been that interested in acting.
Oh, good. That saves me a guilt trip or two.
You felt guilty.
Well, yeah, it's sort of like making a promise knowing I can't keep it. And I wouldn't want to get your hopes up for something I can't deliver.
That's nice of you. You're really nice.
So are you.
Oh, thanks.
Matthew, we're leaving now.
A brief look of panic flashes across Matthew's eyes.
I have to go.
Yeah, I know. Take care.
You too.
Oh, Matthew, you're so sweet. Dale approaches me as I watch Madeline lead her son out the door. Congratulations, you survived. So did you. It wasn't so bad. He fiddles with his camera. Madeline was a professional model for many years. She insists her children follow that path. So she has more than one. Still the theory that Nicole is actually Matthew's sister, not his girlfriend. And while I appreciate that she wants them to succeed, her stunning lack of trust in my skills is grating. I think my connection with Lloyd mattered more to her than my actual abilities. Hey, if it gets her to like you, then it gets her to like you. It's not easy to impress Miss Midnight herself. Midnight? Madeline Midnight, original face of the Midnight Cosmetics line. That was the original Midnight girl? I use a lot of her products. You and every other professional in the city. Anyway, good work today. I hope you don't mind if I call on you for future assignments. I'd be honored if you did. Then I'll be seeing you around. Take care, Sean. Later. Alright, today was a good work day. I earned $300. Sweet. I can go shopping one of these days again. Maybe one day. I find Bonito at one of the tables playing absent-mindedly with an empty coffee cup. Hey. He looks up and gives me a quick salute.
Ciao.
What are you working on?
I'm not sure yet. It seems like I should be able to take advantage of the space between the bottom of the cup and the table.
He turns the cup a few times over in his hands and finally sets it aside.
It'll come to me.
He reaches into his pocket and brings out a few worn bills.
Here's your payment for a job well done.
I accept the money from him and count it out quickly. $75? Are you sure? I mean, you were working for free, weren't you?
There were still tips, and a promise is a promise. If it makes you feel that bad, consider it in advance.
They want you back?
Very much so. Very much so. Very much so. I got offered a regular gig.
Oh, nice. Congratulations. You're moving up in the world. Bonito casually brushes off the comment.
It's a start. Pay's merely decent. The biggest benefit is having a captive audience with a high turnover rate. Good way to reach a lot of people from across the country, so it's a worthwhile trade-off.
Sounds like you thought this through. He nods and absent-mindedly returns to fiddling with the coffee cup.
It's one of several scenarios I've plotted for my career.
You planned this?
Not precisely. I considered it was a possibility, and I planned what I'd do if it came to pass.
So what's the big plan, then?
Meet as many people as possible. Target the ones who look like they're media or social organizers. Continue to work the streets to expand opportunities. In other words, keep working. Don't slow down.
He nods, pleased with himself.
Everything is right on schedule. I don't know when they'll want me next, but I'll contact you.
Sounds good to me. Thank you. Oh man, I got so much money this week. It's great. Whew. And I'm getting fit. Just in time to sleep. Oh, well, it was good enough, I guess. Weekend time again. Let's check our mail. Photo shoot. Oh my goodness. I have another photo shoot for Midnight Cosmetics next week, Thursday morning. Please reply if you can be there. Well, Adam's busy. Maybe I should take this opportunity to get as much money. I don't know how much money I'm going to need later on in the game. Because I think I have to buy gifts and stuff at some point. I gotta go to that brains and puzzles place. Alright. I will be there. Thank you for thinking of me. Man, they reply so quickly. Excellent. Thank you. You're welcome. Let's talk about books. Blue Moon. I agree. This was the best book in the series. Laurie has come a long way since her first book. I most enjoyed The Galaxy of Illusions. That was incredible. Probably the most beautiful part of the whole thing. I can't wait to see it in the movie. The Reader. It's not going to be as good. Not that the movies are bad, but I doubt they can capture the awe that the book manages. Never as good as the book. Still have no blog monies. Status. Got more... I'm assuming the stars is friend, because heart's gotta be how much love we've got. Alright. Looking good. Let's see. Well, we gotta call Adam.
Who is this?
You know, it's me. Where do you
want to go?
Let's go to the coffee shop. I'd like to go to Cafe Diem.
I'll be at your room in a sec.
Swear the same thing. Wonder how often the store restocks.
Yo, what you gonna order?
A green tea latte.
Haha, as usual.
And that's a good look. Yep. Want to split something? Let's get a sandwich. Please. Delicious and goodness. Yep. You want to split it? Split it, my friend. My friend Taboo. Oh. How's work treating you?
It's not so bad, but there's a whole lot I wasn't counting on.
Oh?
Dancing for one. Apparently I'm going to have to include that in future live performances.
Ah. You? Dancing? I can't wait for that.
I can.
I'm sure you'll be great.
If you say so.
Poor Adam. Adam don't want none of this. Okay, so I got work again. Let's try tutoring for a change. Maybe I should go into town Tuesday, do some shopping. Wednesday, do some exercise. Should probably sleep after my photo shoot, and then I'm working this blog. I don't really need charisma though. I got a lot of money. Maybe I'll exercise again. That way I don't get as exhausted later on, hopefully. Okay. Start this week. No.
Today we'll be discussing character archetypes in medieval literature. The most common type is the knight errant, a knight who would travel around doing chivalrous deeds.
Just like John's show. I guess that's where the name came from.
The knight errant was often accompanied by a lady, who would lead him to his next adventure. The lady rarely acted as a romantic partner, and she would provide him with the knowledge and tools to defeat his opponents.
A girl raises her hand and Professor Kuvalt nods at her.
If the lady had everything necessary to defeat the bad guys, how come she didn't just do it herself?
Maybe she was afraid she'd break a nail. Oh, ho, ho, ho. A guy sitting in the back row whispers just loud enough for the girl to hear. Professor Kuvalt ignores him.
An excellent question, and a perfect segue into your assignment. You'll be writing an essay on the character archetype of your choice, along with an analysis of how it represented medieval culture, and how those types are still used in today's media and culture. 16 pages, due next week.
16 pages? That's ridiculous. The guy in the back row sputters indignantly. Professor Kuvalt gives him a withering glance.
I know. Hardly seems like enough to cover everything that needs to be said, doesn't it? Do your best to be concise.
Sounds like a fascinating subject, anyway. I make my way into the library. There aren't many other people here. The TA approaches me. Hey! Alvin! We haven't actually properly introduced ourselves yet, but I recognize you. I recognize you from the trailer.
I don't recognize you. Is this your first time here?
Yes. Sorry it took so long for me to come. I've been busy.
No apology necessary. Tutoring sessions aren't mandatory, and they don't improve your grades. Coming here merely helps you review the material you learned during lecture. We'll also discuss study techniques to help you retain more knowledge and learn more efficiently. In other words, these sessions will better equip you to learn faster when you attend lecture or do your homework. But they have no direct bearing on your knowledge or your grades.
Got it. There we go.
By the way, my name's Alvin. and I'll be running all the tutoring sessions this year. If you have any questions, just raise your hand and I'll get to you as soon as possible.
Thanks. Alvin splits his time between the students pretty evenly, and by the time the hour is over, I feel more confident about my studies. Okay. Noted. Good stuff. Let's go to the mall. It's a quiet enough day. I think I'll head out to the mall. I wonder if Adam wants to come with me. Should I ask if he's interested? Yes. I head down the hall and knock on Adam's door. Knock, knock, knocking on Adam's door.
Hey Sean, what's going on?
I'm going to the mall. Would you like to come along?
Sure, let's go.
The population of the mall is mercifully sparse, so Adam and I take our time as we stroll through. As we pass by one of the clothing shops, I see a flash of golden hair. Which one? A petite girl with perfect features exits the store with a small package under her arm. Oh, hello. Oh, you're that girl. Sean, and you're Nicole, right? Wow, you remember me?
How could I not?
Who's this?
Oh, Nicole is, the girlfriend of a guy I met.
What guy?
Some model. Matthew something? Nicole frowns. She's clearly upset. Matthew Midnight, and he's not just some model. Maddie's famous.
I've never heard of him, but I don't really pay attention to stuff like that.
I give him a teasing punch. You don't really pay attention to anything.
Hey!
Adam feigns a hurt expression and returns the volley with a light punch of his own. Nicole's eyes dart back and forth between us and she tilts her head. Your brother? Don't get any ideas. Friend.
But we get that a lot.
Do we really look related? Nicole shakes her head. You just look very comfortable with each other.
Well, we did kind of grow up together.
Oh, that totally makes sense.
Nicole waves cheerfully.
Well, it was nice meeting you. Wish I could stay and chat.
Maybe some other time.
Yeah, maybe.
Nicole's answer is a little too cheerful to be real. See you around.
Ha! Yeah.
Nicole walks off without another word.
Ahem.
Adam immediately turns to me.
That was weird.
A little bit.
Shall we continue shopping?
Sounds good. Where should I shop today? Let's try the Brains and Puzzles store. Oh my. History of Makeup? By Snickerdoodle King? Okay. Recipes for college students. Makes college life less stressful. Okay. So I probably buy that to reduce my stress. It could be helpful. Is everything... No. I was gonna say, is everything $20? Because that's great. Planetost. Lower stress. An alien boy living on Earth. Journal. Helps improve grades. By you! Right. I guess because it would be my journal, wouldn't it? Okay, that's... Rivenwell Online Companion Book. A very large compendium of facts and figures about the popular MMORPG Rivenwell Online. I kind of want to buy it just because. By Fantastian Company. Famous Cities of the World Makes You Smarter. Throne of Ice, Athena's Ward, Book 1. A magician's apprentice discovers she has psychic abilities linked to the goddess Athena. Lower stress. Edge of Shadow, Athena's Ward, Book 2. Athena's ward meets a boy on the run who turns out to be the ward of Hades. Can she trust him? And Advent of Spring, Athena's Ward, Book 3. The last book in the popular Athena Ward trilogy. Advanced makeup techniques, good for fashion knowledge. I don't really need that. What else you got? Oh, this is consumable. Okay. Workout music. Probably improves my fitness. An audio... Throne of Ice. Soundtrack. I wonder what that does for me. Probably stress. Double Agent, the award-winning spy thriller series directed by Lloyd Newton. I should probably watch that at some point. Moonlight Avenger. A man seeking vengeance finds closure and becomes a superhero, based on the comic book series of the same name. And Planetost movie. A boy discovers he's secretly an alien and attends alien boarding school, based on the best-selling book series. And Knight Errant, which apparently John was in. The popular fantasy series about a young man tasked with protecting Camelot after the passing of King Arthur. What I got in special? Shakespeare, probably for John. This is probably all gifts. Moonlight Avenger, a signed and numbered copy of Moonlight Avenger with an exclusive cover and bonus content. A great gift for a fan. I think Adam said he was like, oh man, Moonlight Avenger. An e-reader, puzzle cube, and a board game. Should I get this so I have it? Should I wait until... Maybe I'll wait until I... Oh, but what if something comes up? I don't know what to do. I want to buy this. I know it doesn't make any sense, but I just want to buy it. Okay. I did it. Okay. What's that one for grades? Journal? I'll get the journal. That makes me smarter. I have money. Fine. I did it. I did it. Go. Oh. As I head out the door, a young woman comes barreling around the corner. Who's it this time? But who are you? Wait. There's something... She reminds me of somebody. She skids to a halt, stopping a hair's breadth away from knocking me over. Are you okay? The woman steadies herself and fixes her jacket. I don't know what voice to give her. She's so unusual. Yeah, I'm fine. Just didn't see you there. She glances at the book I just purchased. Hey, Ravenwell Online. Nice. I work for them, you know. Are you part of the development team? Nah, nothing like that. Marketing, social media mostly. It's my job to promote the game and get new players. If you're playing Ravenwell Online, I see I'm doing my job. Oh, I don't actually play. Seriously? If you've got enough free cash lying around that you can just buy books for games you don't play, I've got a better deal for you. I don't... The woman ignores me and pulls out a sheet of paper. She scribbles an address on it and tucks it into the front cover of my book. The stuff there is pretty expensive, but I'm sure you can handle it. Stuff where? At the shop. What does it sell? The woman taps her foot. Stuff. Weren't you listening? Okay. Anyway, I'm in a hurry, so I'm out. Later! She waves and marches into the bookstore without bothering to wait for me to respond. I look at the address she left in my book. A shop that sells stuff. How useful. You've unlocked a new location. Huh? It's a shop where you buy stuff. Okay. Thanks, strangely familiar woman. Gosh, it's gonna bug me. Why does she look familiar? I head out for another jog around the campus. Thankfully, the weather is still warm. As I near the library, I see someone familiar sitting on a bench. Oh, hey, you're that guy who runs freshman tutoring on Mondays.
Alvin, and you're Sean, right?
That's right. You remember me?
Our last parting was fairly recent, and I do try to remember the names of all my students.
What are you reading? Alvin looks down at the book in his hands.
It's a book of recreational math.
He looks at the ground. Hey man, this is my kind of boy. Recreational math, yes. I'd high five you, Alvin, if you were real.
I guess I'm kind of a nerd.
Nothing wrong with that.
And what are you up to?
Just exercising. Gotta stay healthy.
Good for you. Keeping all the senses sharp.
That's the idea.
I won't keep you.
See you around.
Fare thee well.
Aw, fare thee well.